Joining us on the news line, the senator from Missouri, Roy Blunt. Senator, good morning. It's good to talk to you.
It's good to talk to you. Now, have you temporarily changed the name of the program to EJ and Lisa, or
I'm just a temp.
We'll keep the official title, but we always put the little asterisk on there when Lisa's along. Hey, Senator, it's good to talk to you this morning, and we know that you're working on this Postal Service bill in the Senate. It's a very expensive bill. The Postal Service, as you know, has been a big burden in terms of cost here lately, and so we want to know, is there a happy medium that gets us the postal services that we need but can still pay for itself? And if so, where is it?
Well, I think this bill has some of the things in it that need to be done. It changes the way postal employees can get disability forever. Susan Collins and Joe Lieberman mentioned on the floor this week that there are half a dozen postal employees who are over 100 who are still drawing disability pay like they might come back to work sometime instead of their retirement pay. And the disability pay is higher. Probably have to look at that. The Postal Service knows it's overstaffed. They have to figure out how to get back to a staffing level that works. But the Postal Service is in the Constitution. It's an important obligation of the federal government. It matters a lot to the way the country does business, and it matters a lot to the way people still communicate and get things at their house, and particularly get things at their house outside of cities. If Postal Service went away, somebody would step in Kansas City and do the job of the Postal Service, but they might not step in at Skidmore or Butler or all kinds of other little towns that the Postal Service takes care of.
Senator, does this $11 billion bill fix the problem once and for all?
Probably not. The bill will not be the bill that gets to the president's desk. I think the House will have even more reforms in their bill, and this solves some out just deciding to close post offices or raise rates at a point that people will stop using the service. You know, if a business is in trouble, they usually don't decide that the best thing to do is to raise their prices. And there's some appropriate increase in the postal prices, but I'd hate to see first-class mail get 50 cents or higher in the near term. And a lot of little communities, the last thing they have left is the post office. And maybe you need a 2-hour opening of a building that doesn't cost much to rent rather than a 10-hour opening. Maybe you need to co-locate the post office in the pharmacy or the store like we used to do, and the post office is just going to have to get much more thoughtful about the way it competes and the way it delivers services.
Senator, let's talk presidential politics quickly here. It looks like Mitt Romney will be the nominee. What about the VP? Who should Romney pick as far as a running mate? There's a lot of buzz around Marco Rubio.
Well, you know, I think there are lots of good choices, and several of them I served with in the Senate. Marco Rubio sits right beside me on the Senate Intelligence Committee. Kelly Ayotte and I are on the Commerce Committee. Kelly Ayotte, the new senator of New Hampshire. John Thune and I are in the Senate leadership together. Rob Portman and I have been in the House leadership and now got elected to the Senate at the same time. There are lots of good choices in the Senate. There are governors out there like Mitch Daniels or Bob McDonnell. There are lots of choices. You know, we just finally got the presidential choice made. I don't think we want to rush needlessly the vice presidential choice. I think Romney is well prepared to do the number one job, which is do the things that encourage people to create private sector jobs and do the right things for energy. And I'm for him, and I endorsed him last September and have been trying to help organize House and Senate members as they have come on board to support him, and I hope he's the next president.
Senator, we always appreciate your time. Thanks for talking with us this morning. It's always a pleasure.